En fait, la situation est telle que y a plusieurs milliers de stagiaires qui travaillent ici auprès des Nations Unies et qui travaillent sans être payés. Donc ce sont des stages non rémunérés. Ce sont des stages non rémunérés. Et en fait, ce qu'on demande, c'est que, ces stages soient payés, parce que comme ça, on pourrait aussi donner l'accès à des gens du monde entier pour venir et participer, pour développer leur capacité, pour aussi contribuer au travail des Nations Unies. En ce moment, ce ne sont que les enfants des riches et des pays occidentaux en fait qui peuvent accéder à ce genre de stage, et en fait ça ne contribue pas non plus aux idéaux des Nations Unies. En plus de ça, nous considérons que le travail non payé est tout simplement inacceptable. Le travail rémunéré est un des droits humains, un des droits de travail principaux, et c'est pour ça aussi d'ailleurs que l'International des services publics, pour lesquels je travaille, c'est une organisation globale des travailleurs des services publics, une organisation syndicale, soutient fortement ce combat donc pour les stages rémunérés, non seulement au sein des Nations Unies, mais pour tous les jeunes dans le monde entier. Non, il faut une politique de l'emploi des jeunes, en fait, qui n'est même pas à l'exploitation des jeunes, mais à une intégration pleine dans le marché du travail. Et surtout pour les Nations Unies qui devraient soutenir les droits humains, je pense que c'est un objectif très important. Maintenant, pour les autorités suisses, aussi bien pour les grandes entreprises qui sont implantées ici, c'est tout à fait pareil. Si on veut soutenir une économie locale de croissance, il faut aussi donner des chances aux jeunes sans les exploiter. Voilà.
Okay. I'm here for 3 months. I can't be here any longer than that because I simply can't afford to. And I was told a couple of weeks after arriving here that in order for my internship to be really valuable, to be really worthwhile, I would have to stay on until May instead of until April, but I simply can't do that. I can't afford to, which will mean that I'll leave tasks unfinished, I'll leave my own learning unfinished, I will not be able to make the contribution to the organization that I want to be able to make, and that's simply, nobody wins from that, everyone loses from that. But I consider myself to be one of the lucky ones because I am lucky enough to have parents who can support me with this. I mean, I worked for several months in a local pub to help raise funds to come to Geneva before coming here, but that wasn't enough on its own. I mean, working for several months on its own to come here isn't enough. I have to ask my parents to support me, but there are so many people out there who don't have that luck and who would be able to bring so much talent and so much opportunity and so much experience to places like this, to the UN system, and they simply can't do. So everyone loses from that. The UN is losing out because there's lots of talented people out there who can't afford to come here, and they can't make, the UN is not having the opportunity to make use of those people, and those are the people who should really be here because those are the voices that need to be heard. So this gathering here today is for those people. It's a march of the missing. We want to see paid internships, fair internships, equal access, and for interns to have quality, equal rights. Thank you. I just want to say that this is a growing movement, that we're really building momentum here. There's not only events in Geneva, but also in Toronto, in New York, in Brussels, Washington, Vienna, and there's solidarity around the world. We've got support here from locals in Geneva, we've got support from unions, from the Green Party, from political parties. We've had support from lots of people in the UK, People and Planet in the UK, the Green Party of England and Wales, Young Greens in England have all added their names officially to support this. And it's great to know that so many people around the world are taking up this cause and showing that around the world this can't continue. Because it's really an issue of global solidarity, and we will win this fight. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia Scaroni. I work for the International Labour Organization. Unfortunately, I am paid enough, but I'm here to protest for all of these people who are forced to comply with this system that is exploitative, is it a elitist, of unpaid internship. Unpaid internship has to end because they contribute to reinforce inequality, whereby only the people who have the financial support of their family or are forced to make debt, make loans, can access this internship. So they become a system to reproduce inequality, and we are here today to march against it and to stop it. What we could do in the future is to stop this practice is first of all getting a salary for all interns in order to ensure they can sustain themselves during the internship, because internships are not just learning experience, they are working experience, and somebody has to support themselves. So we need to have a salary for all of them. And can I stop here?
Okay, my name is Dario. I'm from the Marxist Student Organization in Geneva. We're a worldwide organization called the IMT. And what I would like to say is that it is not enough only to say that unpaid internships are unfair. And it is important to see that it's not like mean companies or mean organizations that are behind this exploitation. What is behind this exploitation is the mechanism of capitalism, which forces companies and organizations to exploit the workers at the highest rate possible. And if we want to fight this, we have to fight capitalism. And this is the message I would like to spread. And join us in order to make further analysis on this subject. Only together we can win.
Hello, I'm Gila. I'm a student in the University of Geneva, and I'm also in the International Marxist Tendency. We have 3 demands. So a large amount of the youth in Europe has got no perspective. Investment in unpaid internships do not pay off, but in their desperate situation, many young people see no alternative and accept working for free. We give the alternative and demand the following. All internships must be linked with a recognized course of study. Interns must receive union rates of pay, conditions and rights. All internships must provide an explicit pathway to a full-time job. So capitalism cannot provide the solution to these problems. The current profound crisis proves it in a very harmful way for a huge part of the young and working class people. Only socialism provides the solution to these issues so that students can be free from the pressure of economic uncertainty and debt. Join us on the fight for socialism, free the interns from capitalism.
Alright, so my name is Omar Adzavi. I'm a Swiss JPO at UNHCR. I was an intern here at the information service 10 years ago, more or less. A bit less, 8 years ago. How important is this? Of course, I guess with the number of people that came today. And with the mandate of the United Nations itself, I guess that it is more than important. It is nowadays unacceptable that we don't pay our interns. The Fairship Initiative actually speaks about $14 million, which is a total of 0.3% of the entire budget of the UN. Given the fact that actually the UN spends more or less 70% of its budget within human resources, I think it is more than fair, more than acceptable that we pay a type of staff that represents all over the world more or less 10 or 12% of the staff. So staff within the staff nowadays in the UN, you've got 10 to 12% of interns. I guess the salary or the stipend, whatever it is, whatever the form it takes, in the end, it's not the only thing. I guess that interns get to have a contract, they get to have terms of references, they get to have access to a fair accommodation somewhere, especially when it comes to expensive headquarters, such as Geneva or New York or Nairobi. And of course, like other staff of the UN, they get to be covered by any kind of insurance, because most of these people come from different countries where they're not forcibly covered. And I guess it's all about it. It has to change. It's been now more than 5 or 6 years we're speaking about a topic and raising points and issues about the fact that interns must be paid, and it has to change as soon as possible. It all depends on the Fifth Commission of the United Nations, and it all depends, of course, on the will of the different member states. So here's my appeal. I'm a Swiss. I really hope that one day, as soon as possible actually, the Swiss government will be able to raise a point and an initiative in order to finally have a paid initiative for the interns all around the UN.
Stomp your feet. If you can't, clap your hands, but let's go. Pay your interns. Pay your interns. Interns. Pay your interns. Interns. Pay your interns. Interns. Okay, I'm gonna try and make one up as we go along. Let's go with I don't know, but I've been told. Getting unpaid. I don't know actually. Unpaid interns have to go. No, that doesn't work for me. I don't know, but it's been said. Getting paid would be just great. I don't know, but I've been told. Not being paid is getting old. I don't know, but it's been said. Getting paid would be just great. I don't know, but I've been told. Not being paid is getting old. I don't know, but it's been said. Getting paid would be just great. Okay, I like that one. Okay, how about this one, guys?